So hey guys, today is we're gonna be reviewing the Samsung Galaxy S25 Edge. It's one of the flagship phones that, in my opinion, has done perfectly. It has gained my attention, especially when consuming content. It brings that amazing display of 6.7 inch and a body of 5.8 millimeters thin. It's lightweight. I'm able to enjoy my content on it. I'm able to text really quick. It just feels great in the hand, and it's one of the 2025 best phones that I personally have used. Even at sometimes comparing it to something like the S25 Ultra, I'm not gonna lie, even though it has a 6.9 inch display, with that 6.7 inch display for the Edge, it's pretty close, and I feel the weight difference when I'm using it. And it still has that Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset with 12 gigs of RAM, 256 gigabytes of storage, and in my opinion, it's still one of the most durable phones with that titanium body and that Corning Gorilla Glass ceramic 2 in the front display. And the vibrancy is pretty good. Even when I'm outside, I haven't had any issues with reflections or anything like that. And it's also, for the price, it's a little bit cheaper than the S25 Ultra. You do miss some things like the S Pen and all that, but you do get a lightweight design, 6.7 inch display, same chipset as the S25 Ultra, and as well as a 200 megapixel main camera from the Ultra brought over to these $1,100 phone. So it all overall, it's a pretty amazing phone. I've fallen in love with it. Now, some things that I've seen, it is the battery life does last about a little bit less, not about 3 to 5 hours less than the Ultra. In my personal experience, I do use it for work. It is my work phone, but I use it for content and taking pictures as well. Now, Samsung did release this phone a couple months ago. They released it on end of February, I believe, which with that 6.7 AMOLED display and 120 hertz, it does compete with all the new flagship phones, along with all of the other features that it comes with. And absolutely, you get to watch these amazing videos on it without losing a single detail. Now, one of the only things that you will notice with this phone is that you don't get tired of using it. It's not even a bad thing. It's actually a pretty good thing. You don't get tired of using such an amazing phone.